There's naught like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your eel.
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think?
So, what'll it be? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Should last you a good while. You can thank me later. That it?
First the skies, then the crystal.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes? always welcome, Clive.
Origin, he called it. The origin of what?
What is it? It's the end, is what it is.
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost.
Clive, what is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Still alive. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is...
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell one.
Right.
Its emergence to a twin-sided sunball, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Velestine records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature, that they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randallar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that wants to fuck off.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm will sicken with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from Stonehenge.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archaea above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopeless and trapped.
It's all right.
When we faced him at Stonehenge, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the war's origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop them, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to punish that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the
The Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on, then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seen nothing. Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being what it means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? With it, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. What better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten any. Something tells me this is no mirrored.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastbourne.
It's the skies.
Thank you, Uncle.
As for down here... Clive! Rutherford informs me that we...
I would have done the same.
You're far too modest, Clive.
From what little I saw.
But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days.
We must move quickly. But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. The realm's armies, as you've seen firsthand,
Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain, and yet, the only remedy for the chaos that, in short,
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
the armies, my boy. As I told you already, sadly, I doubt I could convince even the but I do know someone the High Commanders have.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on...
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. Havel has always been a man of... I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course. You don't mind, do you,
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will... And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person...
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Del...
Excellent.
No, thank you.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, bro. Indeed.
You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what?
I've received word from Cyril.
His will.
In the crypt, but after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover, and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter.
Very well. I am ready to...
Must we away? My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
Sid.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no... And something else.
How did she come back?
Finding bearers always was her strength. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign, and even better for her. Bearers with no...
Leaving the bearers to be liberated.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned... And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden... I can't let those bearers die.
We'll be needing...
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. But we stay no longer than we have to.
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick. Another of my former master thought of him held...
He must be very important to you.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of... We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Doris.
Sid.
It depends what...
A bearer. But recently, as you know, the work...
I don't mind, but...
Because he wants to be a... Our ranks are filled with men, but scouting. We're few, and since he accompanies you and so many of your...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never...
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending and that he is to proceed directly.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Might be time to take... And if it weren't for Sid...
No.
Is that right? I'll be here if you need me.
Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy.
Please. It's only right that I would...
You are too kind. Alas, I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had... But...
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, but this book... Back again? How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. Thus ends today's lesson. Clive. Hippocrates knows whether what he has to say makes you happy to have agreed to help me. Well, Clive.
I am.
Naturally. I shall. Godspeed.
Clive! Here you go. Seen enough?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come again. I may have more for you.
Yes, my lord? His Grace and I... At first, it was my... His Grace... At first, it was my duty... My lord.
I am.
I do not doubt it.
Thank you, you.
May you return... I prithee, do not risk yourself unduly.
Clive.
What's this?
A chest, seeing as you're so...
I'm sure it entire.
And work Rodrigo, I'll take that. Besides...
Who indeed?
I'm glad I was there for his final moments. He deserved the peace he chose.
All this time, my heart has wandered.
What do you think happened?
Sit.
With what?
No.
It's Miss Midadol. Very strange.
When she is.
In the cloud.
That's what I said.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the...
You didn't break it, did... Oh, don't listen to her.
But who's gonna put Miss...
Why don't I...
You do that. She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the warning.
Miss Shirley says we're not allowed in the dungeon.
Mid.
That's it! And if this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will...
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise...
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're... Is this really so important that...
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if... It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to the... The Fallen had their chance, but not me. Well...
And is that a one...
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my fault. If a godfather's offering... First, I'll need oil. Then I'll need some bone. Or shell.
If it's beast bones you're after...
No, they'll know where you might find some.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They make an oil down at the docks in Oldale that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Whatever should I write next?
A love story, perhaps?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally... My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed...
No.
I will not send good men and... Why would you want to go?
I need to I was raised in an orphan, or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured, and few ever survived.
I can't imagine.
I lost, but they must be remembered. The Institute was...
But the fact remains that Ash...
Sid.
Too dangerous for you. I'll go to Bad Buck.
You will?
I won't let you risk...
I don't know.
You can start by telling me...
Vida Grace.
All right.
May the mothers...
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day... And you're only thinking to ask Sid, clap that there iron up.
What's wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Doubly hard in being... Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for.
I'm sorry, Talk. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off. Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you?
Quick, aren't you?
Not nearly as much as you.
Aye, good thing and all.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest.
Where to then, Torgal?
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Is there out you need? There's no... Your lad... and I've ne...
It's hardly every...
You can count on... You take care now.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Clive?
Of course.
I wanted to give you something.
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. I told her I used to enjoy...
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I still wear mine. White is the color of faith. Faith in your friends, your family, your purpose. Unblemished, unfeigned. Just like my faith in you.
Our faith. May it ever...
And may it ever bring you back to me. I will always, always be here.
Thank you, Jill.
It's not time yet, is it? Somewhere. I know. Thank you. And so for now, I'm always with you, Clive.
You alright? About... Oi! Let's... You off then?
Ah, Hippocrates. I've been charged with And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen.
And yet I gather it did not. Clive, I fear she asks
The executors.
Coveters of Secret, a clandestine organization committed to the collection one such text, being the tome Vivi, a tale which could overturn the all. So
how is it that I haven't...
Why? Secret they lurk in the shadows.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was...
By the hand of the...
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly. Or you may just as soon ask...
And my hunt was... What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so across... I have a friend. Well, I had a friend, alas. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible if you were, by some chance...
Very well. I'll be sure to... All right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little bit more. Do you have a better hint for... Unless... You... Why don't we try the rookery? To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still...
Courage. Be freed. My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
I await your word.
All right, Sid.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable...
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you'll...
I do. Will any old adamant...
Well, with shells, the older the harder. But don't expect to make quick...
I'll keep that in mind.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Here, take a look at my wares. Anything else?
I feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Your Grace?
Cyril.
Yes. If you would...
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
the day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. the complete emancipation. But your father's dream did not end there. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twin.
He wished to see men and bears. Small wonder he did not think.
But he thought it achievable. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most. Those who would have stood with you. Shielded you from them.
It's a pity.
It is true, but one, at least.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duty...
And where is this one?
She awaits you in the archive.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Lord Marquette.
What is it, sir?
One of our brethren, he sent an owl.
Was he surveying enough?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult, that an ancient religion that by gaining...
And so you sent one of your brothers to us?
Fully. I entrusted the mission to one of them, though he has been silent for some... Yet, it seems, for as you...
But Ash is a big...
Perhaps. Mickleburg, was it? It lies, if, or...
Right.
You are much to go then, with...
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
The bearer of the burning quill is within.
My lord, your great... I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his sheep. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn,
Lift up your head, Lady. You have our gratitude.
I merely did my duty.
My lady.
What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children.
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have, alas. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me. It was your father's wish, but with his grace long since, you are grown men now. And while I would not presume to insist, I know that...
Thank you.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much...
Do you know where we might find this heart?
I do. Though it is found in the bellies of elk, we do at least know where to find...
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, your grace. In fact, this is the very same... Were you to slay it...
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's gold.
Why is everyone being mean to Lube? I'm going to go with him.
Here to help, thanks, but I'll be... You're really going to... I am, but before... If it's within my... It's the children. And if I leave them here, I can think of only one place where Of course. Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely...
What?
Every last one of them.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite... We need to evacuate. Ferda, gather them. The Akashic may strike at any moment. Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of the children stay with me for now. I tell them to prepare for a... Understood. I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Azir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. The town was left all but unguarded. And though my dear boys have... So I was wondering...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. Philippe told me...
Where can I find the mistress of this...
Here, my lady. To whom do I have...
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be... I wish to speak to you.
Very well. I trust you'll...
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most... Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against... Yet I fear he is not... He must be made to face the...
And who...
I would. Were you to join us, we would shoot...
Does that not seem
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. My father would have it that citizens exist, but he is wrong. He's always been scornful of the... But he cannot be allowed... We must fight.
Fight him. Respectfully, my lady, while I understand your
false hope. But I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has.
Indeed. Which may be enough to seal the... This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes, but perhaps it's better that...
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot...
So you are content to abandon the... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your...
She cornered you too, then? Could hardly get a word in edge, like father, like daughter, eh? She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince... Anyway, our mutual friend thought you... Oh, she's right, as always. We've had some reports. They're back. Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet. Right. You know Grieger's Weep? I'm on my way. Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one...
Oh, no.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid.
Oh, cool. The sergeant says you'll be evaluated.
To become a scout, yes.
I am. But I swore I'd...
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him. No magic, no support. It taught me what... And I've been training ever since.
You clearly have good intentions.
So...
You haven't even... Not far from here is an Imperial lookout. And bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily... You'll need to assess all without being discovered.
Ember. Gav isn't our best scout because he can do it.
Know my limits. Right, I won't let you down.
On my way. All right, Ember.
trust me. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Fire and flame! Clive!
You all right?
I am. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off on it.
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. You head back to Northreach.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy stirring up ill feelings.
What? I'll do what I can to calm. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Griga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them.
Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun.
We will retreat to Caernarvon and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men, I got them spaced out at regular...
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured, the people... Should any of your men be in...
Thank you, my lady.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. I only hope I can go some way to Philippe. Can I leave the south in you?
Of course. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Orif. I fought a few of these things.
All right.
Thank you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
See that you come back safe, Clive. We'll do everything we can.
Merciful creature. Wherefore would you forsake me?
Father.
I want steel in the hands of every man.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
I wonder how the others fare. Better hurry back to town.
Clive.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men...
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives.
Glad to hear it.
Well, I thank you both for
You were right, and I was wrong. I had thought that that without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. But you, not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision.
As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. I forgot that.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I...
Do not blame yourself, my dear. I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence. But I believe the same could be said of us. We all want safety, secure, and we may yet achieve. Will you join us in this?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, and today there are more than...
Madam, I see.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying... The dame said it herself. And that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said.
Well, I should see if Isabel needs any...
Can we get you anything?
One of the dames, aren't you? I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the trip? I'll be happy to man one end of us. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must.
Tell me. If Northreach had fallen, I sense you would rather have died here. For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I was Carla then. Quarters so sought after was I that it was only they who... Alas, for naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, after they discovered us together, and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to, until we found ourselves. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, those that could be healed at least.
He passed away.
He did, but at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever... But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the Vale supported me through, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
Perhaps that is why I have such a soft... Never stop fighting, and I shan't either. I know that it was the people, the soldiers, all united in And what of you? Can we count on your support?
Always.
We have brought Northreach together.
clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword! Then run! If you want him. Gone.
Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his... He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nerve.
The right man. I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Don't you tell me you breached the tower whilst...
What? To bring the thing back without getting...
He has you then, is there?
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best.
Of course. Don't you leave my son.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision. Into it. After what happened, yeah. It's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than her, and you're a lot bigger.
You two go on without... I doubt that boat.
If you're sure, hop in, boy.